We beat them. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. Encouraged, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of our enemies. A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service, got a bit further to go. Do what I gotta get. Who want a problem with A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. It's a massive company called Shinra. I don't know exactly what they into, but they wanna get control of my live stream, and I just can't let that continue. They don't care who they hurt, who they injure, wanna turn the whole planet against us. So it's up to get join the resistance, or you wind up going against us. My name is Barrett Wallace, and I'm known for paralyzing, pulverizing punks into submission. I ain't fantasizing. Wish this world wasn't violent, it'll get worse if we allow it. Hot hair with a candy for an arm and a mind with number of edges inside it. And I represent Avalanche. Man, them chumps don't have a chance. Watch them scatter, man, we never embarrass land those battle plans. My people beside me, team to provide me with a bit of voice of reason. Got Big, got Wedge and Jesse. Anybody in my way, I'm squeezing. Get behind me, I'm leading, but bomb in the region. It's gotta be the highest treason. We came too far to back down, and I'm not leaving till we even. Bring it to whoever wants, you can get it quick. Got the president and everybody throwing fits, and we gotta get control of it. Ain't nobody hopping off this train till it's over with. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. Encouraged, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of our enemies. A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service, got a bit further to go. Do what I gotta get. Who want a problem with A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. A-R-R-E-1-T, they gon' have to come get me if they want me. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't care about much. Just my daughter Marlene and my people being free. See, you gotta understand, son, I don't have the answer. I just keep the faith, and I always keep a handgun. No, I mean that literally, cause I got a handgun. I call it a gun arm, so I'm never unarmed. Keep the high top fade, and I keep a bad attitude. Pity the fool that compare me to that other dude. Avalanche rapping till the day I pass on. Willing to die for freedom. Ready if you should need them, cause we beat them. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. Encouraged, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of our enemies. A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service, got a bit further to go. Do what I gotta get. Who want a problem with A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. Yeah. Is it right to go on? They're all gone. They died for the planet. Will they ever forgive us? Right now, I really don't know. Yeah. I've been real. When I'm with ill, I spit skills, get gill like mid-thrill, blow like a pinwheel, live from the live stream. Tighten your flows and get tossed in the cycle of souls. And only the foolish try, the rest know full well it's suicide. Monsters traveled here on the last lunar cry. Prototype of the armor sight, archetype, parasite. Get your data right or get shattered like time. A lyrical rhyme slave, erasure from my digital mind wave. Start up the crime wave, Project G when the meteor falls. Saw the future without reading your palms. I read 13 chapters and the rappers come after. Random major blow like Mako reactors. Keep the sister ray, equip the spray. Command counter with the ultimate, bring it into your day. Absolute, think you can stay in the avalanche. Grab a sword, level up a family, you don't have a chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you, clear your area, it gets scarier. Absolute, think you can stay in the avalanche. Grab a sword, level up a family, you don't have a chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you, clear your area, it gets scarier.
Yeah, lights out in the city. For the right, kill my cut ties with my pity. Come alive when it's gritty. Keep more than a buster on my back. Do it for the scene, not talking film, it's not an act. System failure from the top down. Oppression from technology, guess we should play the cop now. How we get so lost, wow. Soldier up, it just be a statistic. Genova cells are flowing through the veins of every misfit. Wouldn't miss it for the world, I'll just switch up the stand. General nothing, I won't let my adversaries advance. Better throw up your hand, feel that light stream pumping. Mako green lights, hit the gas, hard thumping. We don't ever fall down, we don't ever give up. When it's crunch time, avalanche is coming in clutch. Got the bomb set.
family, you don't have a chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you. Clear your area. It gets scarier. Absolute. Think you can stay in the avalanche. Travel or level up. A family, you don't have a chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you. Clear your area. It gets scarier.
I'm here and here and here. On the wrong screen as usual, but I am here. What does that mean? Uh-oh. Oh. I don't care about that. Back at it. Oh man, I don't remember. What was I doing? Alright, we're about to level up. Trauma -1. Why am I wearing these glasses? I don't remember. Visual. Alright, what's my drama? That's at 4. I guess it's alright. Alright, what's today? It's Wednesday. I know at 2100 I gotta go do the things. Where's the rest of the armor? Running the number of the victim's armor. I had to call that. The victim's tattoos, the apartment, the smoker on the balcony, Joyce's info on the lynching. Alright, I remember that. Send the victim's body to processing. Get the hangman's boots. Okay. Find all armor. What did we have from Monday? Find the traffic. Replace the laws. Track down your badge. Who let the dogs out? We encourage you to ask others to explain the world to you. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. Alright, I got a lot of shit to do. What time is it? Alright, I had to find that dude. And I did. I guess I can cross that thing. Go down the stairs. Go down the stairs. No, 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 down, nope. Alright, let's try this again. Go down the stairs, homie. Why won't you go down the stairs? Alright, let's do this another way. Okay, now cancel that. Good job. I had complete faith in you. I don't know if doing that again will change anything.
A lorry stuck. The windows are clear. The fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
There's that guy. There's this chick that won't talk to me.
The woman still no response. Wait.
Alright. There's the container. There's Everett. There's this dude. Of course, I gotta take the long way. Why? Okay. Now, there's something that I can do with him, but my something is too low. I don't remember.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Oh, empathy.
What's on your mind?
Alright. Leave for now. I don't... Let's quick save it and then try it, because I don't think I can get my
Stuck in the rain in a
empathy
traffic jam, man.
any higher.
What's on your mind?
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
I'm okay, man. Just the jam's got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
But I can't. So we're gonna load and do it again.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Cool, cool. We all want to know each other.
Just like that, he slips out of your reach. It is possible the...
Alright. Load. It's fine. I'll do something else. We'll agree to disagree. Did you have anything, homie?
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Alright.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Electrochemistry. Empire. I'm good.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Composure. Itchy pants. 2 Half-Life. Alright, let's buy it. It's $2.
You won't regret it, officer.
Shit. Tennessee. Alright. The radio relay hums with electricity. I also gotta find that password. I remember that too. Get the money. Thank you. Alright, I guess we go this way first. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries. Okay. Whatever that is locked. The sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. That sucks. Alright, we're not going that way. There was something over here. Alright. A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Okay. Alright. Fence and the barbed wire. Why are you walking like this? It's like you're hard to control. Playground. The swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time. Money. Glory says to go feed those. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarpon. Stop. Birds in the shaper on the page from above. Oh, I almost mixed up. Finally! Smallest church in St. Okay. I forget what I needed that for, but maybe to sing karaoke, I think. Quite possibly. There are footprints, a creak ahead, a broke axle grinding. Alright, let's go this way first. Gasoline, banged up fuel canister.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
So this is where all the tracks were leading
It appears to be so.
Let's investigate. We don't have time for a traffic cooling in right now.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
Run your hand over the cold metal.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out
Oh,
would
that's
require
ice.
a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles.
What is the
But this
make
one looks
of this
worn even in places the salt
Can I
water
see
hasn't touched
the
it.
logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You
How
can't
long
make it
has
out.
it been
The
here?
ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening. Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Did you say something, Lieutenant? Yes, yes, rub your chin. Crazy recklessness. Yet another case of the engine displacement triumph over the driver's IQ.
Yes. Clearly, this is a triumph. I'd say the vehicle has been here since last Saturday or Sunday. Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
The low tide? What time is that?
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside.
Because I have somewhere to be at
Papers.
2100.
Maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket.
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Okay, so... Oh, I have no choice here. Okay.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent.
I haven't been on a swing in a minute.
The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on, it looks very blue.
Yes, it does.
What's your favorite blue thing? Yeah,
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher-pitched and slightly more melodic trill. Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and a sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
So was your dad also, point to your eyes, the tie, sure is taking a sweet tie. Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour? Wow, okay.
My dad and mom are both half Seolite.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
All I'm saying is I'm surprised people's skin color varies. So wow, okay. If you have to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who do you choose? Do you think I'll ever find my gun?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
But if someone puts a gun to your head, I guess that's your way of saying you side with the company. I understand you're saying
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the marquee now? Squint your eyes and say, is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
I don't know.
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to
Does he
pronounce
know
that.
something about that speed racer?
41 is his rank in the underground street racing. 41, the sure is quite a ladies' man. This must be Tommy 41, the morning host. Looks like the factory made a mistake and accidentally called this one. I hate guessing. District something, a precinct, something municipal. Let's go with the first one.
But it could also be the number of a police precinct.
Ah, shit.
Precinct
Okay.
41.
You right.
Your precinct.
You got it, homie. So that's my car.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over
Yeah,
you.
that's my car.
No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
Damn. Okay. Maybe I was in pursuit of someone. How do we get it out? I can still fix it. They're not going to take me back after this, are they? The badge, the gun, and now this. Things were going so well. Well, at least I can see what's in there now.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything.
Of whom? I don't think so. Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point. That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast.
Yeah,
You'd be
yeah.
lucky to find one undamaged component in there.
Shut up.
Not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this. Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
Jesus.
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly. You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before.
Alright, let's go. I fucked up. We get it. I'm a drunk.
Yes.
I'm a bad cop.
Let's go take a look.
Shouldn't I? Yes, new skill point. What do I want to put it in? Shit, I don't know. Coalition is just the lowest thing, which is what? Between a pair of legs and an eye, finish the ability improving your okay. That'll make me more sane. Was it? I forget what I needed to put it in, so I'm gonna wait. Ain't no rush. Jacket. Badge. Nice. Okay, so I found my badge. A bottle drained of booze and frozen ice. Which means we can go back and talk to Shorty. JR Smooth! What's up, homie? How are you?
This is it. The scene of the party.
Thank you for
The
stopping
fire
by.
pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Hold up, don't you mean scene of the crime? Yeah, sure does look like a lot of folks party here.
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple of party goers.
Looks like it.
Looks like they had a great time laughing here. This was some kind of theater to them, a circus production by a great clown. Was this party against the law on the ice like this?
Not as such, no. Let's keep moving, detective.
Is that a good thing that you're woken up or a bad thing? I don't know, I'm always up early. It's not intentionally, believe me. So maybe we should get off the ice, homie. Is that a book or something? I don't know. That's it. There's something else over here. I'm sorry. Footprints in the snow, they lead away from the accident. Did I check? Damn it. Because before I go that way, I want to check this way. See, there is something over here. My board morning's been okay. Listen to some music, normal routine, check emails, stuff like that. I'm gonna stream, have a quick appointment after that. That's about it for the day. I played a little bit of Destiny this morning. Okay, wow, so this took me way off track.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can
Okay.
revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh, he'll leave? How long is this game? Well, it is an RPG. Alright, I gotta remember to go back. Where am I? Did I check everything over here? I guess so. I gotta remember to come back. No, let's check this first. Decisions. Really? I don't get nothing for that. Stop. Stop it. A bow tie. A postcard. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room. Alright. Look like an interrogation chair, but okay. There's a boat.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position.
Wait, what would I be doing under there? Great news, I found somewhere new to sleep.
I don't know. Sleeping? What do people do under boats? This is merely a measurement from your visual cortex.
Huh?
I said, great news, I found somewhere to sleep. I can pretty much finish the case from under that boat there. It's dry, waterproof, and free of charge. I'm gonna live under a boat now.
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer.
He's a detective, and there was a murder, and this game is just crazy, and I can't really tell you much else about it because it's just wild.
I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with...
You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
Promises, promises. The thing is, I know who committed the murder, so I'm really not sure how this is gonna end. We can't arrest him, but I know who killed the dude. And I guess we're going this way. Really, I would have to go all the way around. Okay. Well, let's look in here first. Pants. So I didn't have to buy those itchy pants? Yeah, it's different from a lot of games I've played. There's not really any fighting in it. It's more of storytelling, I guess. Fisherman shack. Okay. No. No. Yes. Oh, this is bigger than I thought. Whoever can, blah, blah, blah. Something else that's locked. Okay, I don't need this flashlight at the moment. What is this new crap? 1 plus the Kingdom of Conscious. Moralist pants. What are my pants now? Oh, go, no. Oh, electrochemistry. I don't care about that at the moment. 2 drama. Okay. 2 half-life. What is my coat now? Shiver. Shit. Tools. Let's carry that for now.
There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or
And I have
portal
that
reader at hand.
in my room, I
A
think.
pawn shop would have a tape player.
Oh, I guess I don't have one in my room. I guess we're going to the pawn shop.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man.
Found my badge.
Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between 2 durable plastic
Oh, we didn't
sheets
go talk
is
to
a
that
bluish
chick.
card with lines of information
We
and
gotta
a watermark
go back
in the
over
shape
there
of
anyway.
the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue,
Is my address
and
on it?
in the lower right corner, your precinct. The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge. 8, maybe 10 years.
Jesus.
The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in
So
massive
what happened
sideburns.
to me?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression. although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now.
Well, that's
It
nice.
looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Although there's already a hint of that pain, certainly.
Are we talking about my liver
The
again?
badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name.
Harrier.
Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't. It's a wartime name. Revolutionary.
I've
The kind
never
mothers
heard
give their
that name
sons
before
during
in my
troubled
life.
times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
But I don't want to be a Harrier Dubois.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
The badge in your hands shine.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain.
Okay.
It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your
Oh.
case, captain.
I didn't
You have
want to be a
declined
captain.
twice, thus you're double Freighter. There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decontage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
What?
Decontage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol.
The
Okay.
countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
I understood all that.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings. Kings like satellite officers and the additional freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite. No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Thank you.
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
I will try my hardest. No drugs.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
I don't want to get better. I want to get worse.
Good.
Wow.
Such a small yet precious thing.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
Of course. Oh,
4
my
months
birthday.
ago. I'm guessing that's when you
Oh,
were
that's
promoted
the
to the
date
rank of
issues.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is... It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it.
Alright, new information. Love it.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
not discarding the pants.
I know you do. These inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be.
Okay.
Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers.
Yeah. Everything changes my damn personality. Okay, so now I gotta, excuse me, try to open up that other stuff. Damn it. Oh, people. I don't see that often. Let's try you first. Excuse me. What?
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail! Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
I'm a call.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Don't call Abigail!
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible. He snorts and beckons you to lean in.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail. Don't you fucking call her! Hear me? Abigail?
There's no use in...
The drunk man starts coughing.
Don't call.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
Fine. Hold on. Money. Oh, we're back where the bench was. Okay, I know where we are. Talk to me, homie.
Hey, Tequila!
Where?
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
I don't know. Let's shake his
So
hand.
what's happening? Yeah, Tequila Sunset.
He takes his
How
sip.
are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Say what, homie?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th
Not
Street
too hot.
gang.
I'm on a 50-year losing streak reality. It makes me aggressively sad. Don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that. I've re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend my mind. I am the law now. Okay.
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image a long time ago. Those days are over now. Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom's spiral land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
What do you guys do around here? What is...
We are saving the world.
Okay.
Please don't call.
Shut up.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me. It's you. You're Tequila Sunset.
How do you know
We've
this?
met before. Don't you remember?
Nope.
No, you sure don't.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Sure.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk.
Okay.
Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer. and it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head
Wow.
right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
Drunk and suicidal.
It is. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach, you revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come, to which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things!" Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice. We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep.
And now we finally figured out what
Recognizing a
happened.
brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Wait, so is Tequila Sunset an event or a name?
I'm not sure. I think you were the event. Tequila sunset. You know, as opposed to a tequila sunrise, which is long gone. No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on.
Good thing
How one of them fucked you real bad.
Wow.
After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Sorry, Kim.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did it tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me? Did I mention losing anything? Did I say anything about my colleagues? Did I say anything about the case? Did we talk about politics? Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Okay.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit. Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one. You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
Okay.
No specifics, though. Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
Yeah, you said that it was okay that you crashed your carriage because the spectral hand of the market was guiding you. This was before you started talking about how the Pinkies were always trying to fuck you. You kept calling yourself a goddamn superstar who'd cleared 501 cases.
As you've already determined, the actual number is 216. But what's a little embellishment between friends?
Exactly.
No thanks to the squares at the precinct, as you put it. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability.
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yes, you want to tell me how you became an idiot of doom spiral? Yeah, we have time.
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
Really?
You might get scammed here.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational
What do you
package.
want, drugs?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
I got potent, whatever. I got some sweet common red. I don't have any on me, but I don't want to give you any of my alcohol. Which one was the cheap one? Shit, I don't remember. You're not gonna let me look in my notes. Fuck.
Not much, but it will do.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency.
Oh god,
When
how long
I
is
used
this?
the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane. It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
He shakes the bottle.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan.
This does not seem that serious.
I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly. Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless.
Okay.
Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
I would have landed on my feet. I got feline reflexes.
No, you don't.
I know.
Whatever. The point is, reality
even let me
was
lie to
looking rather
myself.
grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up.
And then.
So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key. I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
Okay, so what happened next?
I...
Stop it.
And most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation.
Right.
People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best. Just then I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the keys. I could wait out the storm.
Okay.
But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day.
What the
And
hell?
since I hired only the best, he'd already done it. And anyway, long story short,
Life spiraled out of control
spiraled out
because
of
you
control.
fucking mixed keys
I
up.
haven't
Wow.
gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you
Wait,
think?
Is
Like
that
nothing
it?
you've ever heard, huh?
I feel like there's some steps missing. I'm almost homeless myself. Look on the bright side, you got one hell of a story. You do realize it's your own fault. I literally can't.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they took me to jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen. The hobo lifestyle definitely has some perks. Not having to pay rent, first and foremost. Not being responsible for 20 other people is nice, too. But that charm wears off pretty quickly. Before you know it, you're wearing a shit-stained tracksuit and spending your days picking tear.
Okay, why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece Lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
A lost jacket? Sounds like a mystery you could look into.
Uh-oh, not something else to get involved in.
My agency, man.
The boom
The
boom?
Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting.
Okay.
I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called
Thin air.
Thin Air.
Why does that sound familiar?
The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
Sounds intriguing. What say you, Art Cop? If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Mixing oil painting and breasts to make ads isn't high art, it's just cynical wankery. That's so high concept. I have no idea what it means.
I know! It was fucking awesome! Too bad I went on a What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before?
Nope.
Go on, feel that primo material. Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
So give it to
Good
me.
God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for
Damn
having
it, I
touched
keep losing my morale.
Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers.
Oh, wow.
So you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell. But
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time. My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, tequila! You want to buy some speed?
No, I'm good.
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
a gurgling sound comes from the direction of the non-responsive man.
And yeah, you're already acquainted with abs. Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila? Yeah, exactly. If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market.
Okay.
Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around. I'm all ears, Tequila. I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. The cottonmouth is keeping my tongue imprisoned. You too, Tequila Sunset.
Yeah, I'll be back later. I'm not giving you any more alcohol right now.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy? So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine. Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed. Aye, it's what I said. Good, my man. Now what can I offer you? Oh, the system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard. You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I've got everyone on my hook.
The hook, where is it? I can't see it.
Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to buy something? Let's keep it moving. See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know, it's funny, actually.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What?
Keep him talking.
This guy.
He says and shakes my head.
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go. It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of hell. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me £4 to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all. But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead things. It's like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for £3 if you want it.
3? I thought you said 300.
Don't say it.
£3 and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Bet.
Well done. You got it. That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
Alright. You can have
Just
3.
make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
If you drink this, then you'll die. That's a fact. And that's why we're going to save you from yourself and store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
Okay. Pack of smokes. Here, what is this for? Alcohol. I'm good. Aw, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Sell me some speed. Why is it locked? Oh, because I don't have 15. I don't want speed anyway.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to...
Anything
The
else?
legend!
Okay.
He's back!
I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. Let's see what else is around. Got those kids.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch
What?
steps. Just silence. Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. Number 312D. Young girls used to come here huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost. Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn. Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work.
Probably.
The cold
it
washes
wasn't
over
me.
you.
Okay.
The sound of the sea has grown distant. The wind moves the aerosol.
Alright, before I go that way, let's talk to these kids.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone.
Hope he's
He
not like
can't be more
Kuno.
than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth. The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids. Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now?
The kids don't reply.
Okay. I didn't even see you, homie. Where you come from?
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Then how does she know you're here?
If you can't see me, how do you know I'm here?
I still have a golden ear. Come, come. Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said, we're cops, we don't cause trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago.
Wait,
You
what?
also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen. No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the... You got it open for him and took him to a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on a kind of spiritual retreat.
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
What?
Maybe they are afraid. Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
Oh, I've been a whole
I'm
damn
sorry
village.
there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack. I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours. My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
Bet.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Never.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox. An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinderblock houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to
The
the
goodwill
hospital?
ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now. The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
It's a cold, cynical smile.
Riddles fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye, sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing. Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days.
I think I'm in the process of finding myself again. Maybe I should stay lost.
Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
I don't know.
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Oh yeah, I meant.
I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and then, and an old one disappears and is forgotten. This is who we are. Here, for you, no officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Alright, another
She
topic.
nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty. I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara. Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed. No one. That's why it's closed. Now, what catch with what? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr. Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double. What do you want with a lost jacket?
That's an excellent question, ma'am.
That's for me to know.
He probably pawned it for booze and then forgot about it. You know how drunk men are.
True that.
Are you getting a reward for it at least? What? You're fetching someone's missing laundry free of charge? Do you not have anything better to do?
In fact, he does.
None of my business, either way. How you spend your hours is up to you. Anyhow, you might ask Lillian if she's seen anything lately. That girl's got a way of attracting lost and broken things.
Alright, I'm off. Oh, there's so much to look. Jesus. Stop it.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
It can't be worse than that room. Why are you not working? This isn't bad.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself.
Alright, leave. Alright, quick save. Now we'll
On the table, you see a bowl of water. Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, reducing the scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly. They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath. The water reflects back a vague image. You almost look like a professional.
Books. Used to ways in a church.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
I can get that up higher. We'll wait. A jacket. Okay. What we got? The chicken heat engine. Okay. Using it there. Alright. So, other than the mirror, we're good. We out. Now what? Inside you hear a cooling sound of some kind of... Okay, we're good. Anything over here? There's a lady. What are these things doing in the fish? What? What things? Oh, did I find the boots? I found the boots.
Hi, officer.
The boots. Oh, you're kind of cute.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Hey, Grand Quest Gaming. Not much, I'm chilling.
The sign on the street leading here
How are
is
you?
illegible. Has been since they built this place. The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker.
What?
I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
An RPG called Disco Elysium.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
What cool sword?
Remarkable. That one already lost everything else, and now his jacket too. It's a good thing too that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old doom spiral, upper management to the core.
I like it.
That's odd. Is she actually impressed?
How sweet of you. It really is. I check around the abandoned fish market on the boardwalk. Drunks are inexplicably drawn to markets.
I mean,
Might
there's
be
no
why they have
fighting
such trouble staying in business.
or anything in it, but I'm enjoying it.
A
It's more of
phenomenon
a
that the spectral hand theory of the
storytelling,
market
psychological
fails to account
type of
for.
game.
If one of them lost something, that's as good a place to start looking as any. Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic insular Indian cuisine. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep
like
it
my car.
professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Interesting. What have you found? Never thought the sea brought anything. Alright.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
I need to know about those human bodies. A mine, Elysium, who's mine? Is it drugs? This place looks bad. Why don't you leave?
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer.
Damn it.
I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch. Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a couple of people.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for imaginary animals, people who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Haven't heard about those.
Two old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
100.
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Yeah,
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
I don't really know.
more points.
Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
A working
Yeah,
class
I'm
husband.
not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either.
The husband isn't for me.
Could do
I'm
with
looking
some
for
landed
him
gentry.
for his wife.
Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly. Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just
Why do you
for
need
intimidation.
tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. No, I'm afraid not.
Fine.
Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check? You would put me in an early grave. What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Behold, point to the expression on your face. I'm a proper man, believe me. True, most people I've met are scared.
Oh? Believe me, everyone here is a proper man. Must be something about poverty that makes all the men real. Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
No, you're married.
Yes, I enjoyed the way he bled.
Wow. Okay.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Gone. To the waves.
Her eyes
The
stop
sea
in
took him.
yours.
It was a long time ago. Who knows? Maybe he fell over.
You don't know.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. You should have thrown yourself in. Wow. Time really is the best cure for sorrow. It's healthy to let go and move on.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy.
Yeah,
Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
Oh, those are your kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Wow. So I take it that's your skiff.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the...
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
Okay. I'm in your crib asking you who you are. Okay. So I I'm just taking your stuff now, too.
Hello,
Picked
mister.
up so much crap.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Are you Lynn's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom? That's nice. My mom is great. Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart. They look identical. It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Garth's good side if you replace the broken scooter you almost certainly broke.
I don't know. Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
What's up?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Yes. Very soft. Isn't he soft? Bye!
Bet. We're out. House isn't bad looking compared to the rest of the drive here. Kids aren't gonna say anything to me. Bums. I don't want to go there yet. Shit. This place is so much better than I thought. I don't even know where I'm running to. Across there. Little black inside. I'm trying from the west. Upstream. The letters even says what? I'm not gonna remember where the hell I ran. I haven't. Ciphers. Here's the church. Jesus.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Who are we gonna call?
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable. Calling. Still calling. End of tone. Someone picks up.
What?
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre? Do you have any news about Pierre? He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. But who are you, then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish, and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country. To hell with the police. To
God
hell
damn
with
it.
you.
Her voice is drowned in white noise.
That's fine. I guess this is this stuff first. Money. Another power box. It charges nothing. Oh, that's a decent amount. Nice. The fence blocks the path. Alright, let's talk to them first then.
And Mikhail noticed the windows.
Actually, I'm gonna take a
especially
break
with how
real
there are
quick.
no windows on the south side.
I'll be
This
back.
was to deal with.
Pause. Where's Spotify? back. Oh, I was
You
talking.
officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez?
What?
I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks. So,
Stop
Mikhail, they had to deal with, especially in this. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. Windows on the south wall. No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail,
you know what
say
he
hi
looks
to
like?
the officers. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's
Ooh,
a
do you
programming
have the
language used in Grad.
password?
Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into verbs lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
Wow, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis,
What's so
a cybernetician
fascinating
from
about
Grad.
an empty old
They run
building?
Vox in the Occidental countries.
You look like someone who has money. Great.
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building. What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical, and Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here. It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer. An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He assumes something like a combat stance, facing the wind.
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes, possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D. Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
Okay.
Pleasure wheel?
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before. Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
He means that the boys got shot by the communists. The boys were bourgeois.
Tape computers. They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases, the most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars. What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bombessier dans le Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant. Exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little...
here we go.
freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Womty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Jews joined the team, trying to...
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center?
Is that supposed to mean something?
He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
The Womty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
You're making this up.
In fact, I'm not. The Womty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
Okay.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The felt playback experiment vanished into the fires of 07. Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the felt playback experience, but those are incorrect. Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building. But of course, what else? I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
No, I mean, come on. You need the money. If it's not a thing, he can give you some.
Oh no, I don't have it on me, officer. I was talking in more general terms. I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around the lesser-known parts of our home.
Not that he would have to worry about being robbed. He looks surprisingly buff. Does he work out?
I do some Lomantang stick fighting now and then.
Lo Mantang stick fighting is a form of martial arts originating from the island of Lo Mantang. It uses slender wooden sticks for confronting the opponent.
Actually, a great many cultures have their own version of stick fighting, such as the sacred Mabolo tradition of the Harli people, the name deriving from the butterfruit tree traditionally used for slender sticks, whereas the sticks used in other cultures...
You doze off. You a comprehensive picture of the history of stick fighting among mankind, seasoning it with unexpected pop culture references. Man, he's good at speaking. People must love him.
But anyway, I'm boring you with details again. You were saying? Lomantang stick fighting is a little like a Berolidin addiction. I've been practicing it for nearly 20 years.
Dad's fighting with sticks every night after dinner for 4 hours. He has a special room for that and a special costume.
That's right, Mikhail. It also has a meditative quality. Helps to clear my head. But anyway. No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Pick your brain? If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
Okay, can I look at the painting now? No, I can't. That's so weird.
You see,
Now
a
I
once
can.
bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Looks like tomorrow never came.
We're at 1,700 hours. Oh, this is taking me far away from the church I found. Oh, is this the cryptologist or whatever dude I'm looking for?
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out,
Did I
little
actually
guys.
accomplish
Not
something?
out of this gem.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Here I am.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it. To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Oh, no. It's all right. I'm just busy. What's this about?
Your wife is looking for you, homie.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass, not like walking over a nice water lock.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon! If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
You got it, homie.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going. Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it. Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case.
So I should have 2 points. And if I do, shit. I don't see anywhere where raise my authority any higher. That sucks. Let's put one in endurance. And the other one we're gonna wait.
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defenses work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen. I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So, typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long. Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition. Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't... I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
He
been able to
means
pronounce
asexual
that.
reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick. Yes. Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course, but we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism. They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed.
Yes. What? And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But my wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch Reed
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
She's seen it?
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Guess I have something to talk to Lena
Suffice to
about.
say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now. No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule.
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
Fine.
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer. Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to detail, and, above all, persistence. There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them... You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture? Is it?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week. Wise choice.
I hope you're not buying this. It dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to...
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Finally.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. What about his eager-to-leave friend Gary there? Talk to him too, perhaps.
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both. It's not child's play, just because I have to trade through the mud every so often. Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does. Indeed.
Your nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying.
Interesting. Something for later.
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the phasmid. I keep a very open mind.
He's interested in things that people believe that scientists don't.
Most establishment scientists only care about reputation and renew... No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemney, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as
Wow.
hoaxes. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection. Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Yugograd, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching, indeed.
He has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him or swaying his opinion.
Yes? All right. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists.
So we would have to discuss, he wants to say, but decides against it. Since you've offered to help, you need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena or his friend Gary. He won't just talk.
Damn.
A willow person. It's a long story. One non-specialist would find rather dull.
Willow people? Not at all.
They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals. They're very, very thin. Almost flat, in fact. And can camouflage themselves easily. Wrapping themselves around trees. You probably have. Gary and I painted it after waiting. I chased it.
A lavender shadow.
I know you think we were. Furthermore,
he makes it a real point here to sound falsifiable.
Confirmed. It's 100% verified and meets all the standards of... No offense, officer. Me? I'm not a people person. By all means.
Hello, I'm Yellow Man. I mean, officer.
Yellow
The
Man.
lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow Man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about, after a little probing first.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization. I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Degenerates? This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
I've been tempted on occasion, but someone has to stay strong for Revacol.
He pronounces Revacol with a hard K, unlike other people.
I like to pronounce it the hard way, the old way, the Vespertine way.
He winks at you, trying to relay some hidden message, inviting you to mispronounce it too, perhaps. It's odd. It's a secret rite, a very fringe nationalist handshake, probably.
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great.
Yep.
Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
Oh yeah, we put him in the fridge.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange. He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
My mug? Why would you think that? Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone. Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you?
Nope, just wanted information.
Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, hold
Just
on, someone's
answering
at my
some
door.
questions.
Oh.
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services.
Oh.
CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Well, you give me
So I
his
can
name.
use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut...
Disgraced. No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
Yes.
I was only
explain.
cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic...
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
What sound? I haven't the slightest. There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby. Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded.
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way. No. I
need a
help Morel
composure
with
for
research
something else
sometimes,
as
and I've
well.
learned some things along the way, but I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
There probably is a follow-up to this, but you can't think of any. Doesn't matter. Waste of time anyway. Gotta keep moving.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one? Well, this is that racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact. No, No problem at all.
Alright. Composure, composure, composure. I can't. Alright, quick save. Let's give this a try.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
Is he?
Damn.
He's looking comfortable enough. Maybe it was just beads. Sounded like beads. But what kind of beads might a man like Gary be hiding beneath his clothes?
I don't pray, officer. Faith in non-existent helpers is a sign of...
Alright. It's almost impossible to get a fire going. Alright. Do I have anything else for... Let's see. That'll give me composure. Logic. Who is calling me? Shit. One sec. Don't know what that was about. Perception, logic, composure.
Always a pleasure. I mean, officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath. Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
No, you've got explaining to do.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat. But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
We're detecting sincere contrition here, sire. He's not trying to flatter anyone.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Seolite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
They were thoroughly conservative men, he realizes suddenly.
Because I was weak. I should have...
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
I'll explain later. I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses lynched him because of the strike. But almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more.
This is all he knows.
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
Heavy military blockade. Can I go this way? Nope. Number 11. And I guess we'll check out their church. Can I not pick up that bottle? I guess not. Oh, box. Money. Money, 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 money. No boat in the boathouse today. Oh, we got some glasses. I gotta change my shoes. I gotta remember that.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring. Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go. No, you weren't.
Can I not get back there? Nope. I don't think I'm gonna have time to search the church.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez's sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days. The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall.
Oh, wow.
There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air, the lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Shit, we gotta head back soon. Oh, we're back at the church. Okay. It's led us around, I think. Almost level up. What did we get? Let's change our shoes. Pain threshold, volition, empathy. To logic. Takes 1 perception on. What's my logic? 5. What's my perception? Don't see it. Ah. Perception is 5. I forgot who I was supposed to show this to. Damn. Alright, let's see if we can check in here real quick. Oh, it's barred shut. Can't even go in. Okay. Oh, that wasn't the church anyway. And now I gotta go back the other way, so... That ends pretty much what's over here, right? Yeah, can't go any further. Trap. That's where they are. Did I check up? I don't remember. Yes, I did. Okay. Oh shit, they're gone.
This is the trap Morel just set. The reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake. It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow. This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap. Yep, the next one.
Oh, I still have to, check the other side. Wait, did I just go? Yep, I did. Okay. I see. Can I not go this way? Okay. So then we'll go back, which will take... Oh, a hidden box. Back at the church, right? Yes. Alright. I did not check inside last time. So let's do that. Oh, it was only a window. Damn it, I thought it was a door. That's the dude.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea.
No, I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad. Well enough, actually. It's all...
Alright, I think at 20 we'll head back to town.
The smell. It's awful and familiar. It doesn't help. You can still smell it. Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. It is death. It must be. The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
What is going on? I've never had this view before. What the hell? Why are we in first person view? What is going on? Is the game broke? I think the game is broke.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits.
Oh no,
in
is
his
that the
cramped
working
hand,
class man?
a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made. A cool leather jacket with a bolt of blue? Oh no. This sounds terribly. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you? Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him. A .75-liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Rubowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall. The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
A dead working-class man with a bottle in his hand? Don't deceive yourself. You know who this is.
The woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband? The bright blue lining? Well, he's definitely someone's husband. Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Actually, not that much longer. Probably about 10-15 minutes.
Oh yes. Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior.
But I'll be back on tomorrow.
But I think that death
but
arose
I'll
through
be
head
playing
trauma,
Destiny.
not liver failure. What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. Not that sealing it... No,
Agreed. If this somehow
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure. From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle. Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
I don't want to use the skill point yet. Library card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
What's his name, Billy?
Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too. If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005-02-55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
think I found a library.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Méjean.
Good idea. There was plenty of information here to go.
Oh, I stopped messing with my sound. Why is it doing this? I don't know if this is some sort of bug or...
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. 2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea...
Crap. If I remember, there was one more thing. But I can't freaking see. I don't know why it's doing this. Alright. Quick save. Let's exit out and go back in. See what happens. I hope it's just a bug. I wonder what the weather is like today. What time is it? 2:08? Okay, that's better. Coin operated viewer.
Yes? Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps, I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of the... either way, good anyhow. You were saying?
Now, what I was trying to do... Alright, I don't need to look in the trash again. The body can stay there for the moment. Come on. Dude, can you please walk? Alright, what's this? A postcard. Oh, the jacket. Decades. Glasses, nice. Unit red. Okay. Nothing else over there. Picked up a lot of stuff. Bottles.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. The cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it returned.
Hey, a promise is a promise. Alright. I don't know if we should... Oh, I can call the library.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
I don't want to dial a random number. I want to dial the library. Fine. Alright, we haven't gone this way yet. Don't have much time. More money.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood. Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold. The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow. You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before. It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if he takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency. For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams. I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth. That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Okay.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment. Yes, the pulsing base. A sure sign of junior delinquency. somewhere east of here.
There's something on the sea ice there.
Hold on. Quick save.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut. There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker in your ledger.
Looks like today was a gold star day.
I don't have enough for that. Alright, we're gonna save it and end it here. And pick it back up tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll remember that I need to get back to the apartment building by 2100. I remembered today. Oh, I won't be playing this again till Monday. Yeah, we'll try to remember. Who is on? We're gonna go send you to Bloodline. He's playing Cartwright. Never heard of that. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 as usual. Tomorrow I'll be playing Destiny. And yeah, thanks for coming. Bye.